I guess.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Virtual TrekCon's closing ceremonies. Hello. Thank you all for joining us with Mr. Scotty Baker, Melissa Longo, and Cirroc Lofton, as always. How are you guys?
Hello.
Good. Wow. The live studio audience.
Beautiful. We got to use that throughout this whole thing. That's all. I thought that
course, I got.
It actually sounded like there was a car's. Like there was like skidding or like braking really hard outside.
It kind of did.
I thought it was a live studio audience.
It is.
You were right.
Live in my apartment here.
You were right, and I was wrong. So that's it. We did it, you guys. Before we talk too much about it, this is a question for everybody. Oh, actually, let me make sure this is working okay. I see myself there, and you guys see myself there. Great. So here's the question for everybody listening in or watching and listening. 3 quick questions you could tell us in the comments. Number 1, what was the highlight, of this 5-day convention? A specific panel or a specific actor or whatever. Number 2 is what was the funniest thing? What made you laugh the most? And number 3 is what was your favorite quote? That's a tough one to remember an exact quote. So highlight of the convention, funniest moment, and best quote. So let's see how those go. Anyway, Scott Baker, this is Scott Baker Day because he's got 3. Hey. This is his 3rd video in a row today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you have fun, Scott?
Did I have fun?
Here we go. Here comes a button. He's like, "Do I have fun?"
yeah. It was great. It was a blast doing the physics panel with Lawrence Krauss. I admit I was a little bit nervous because he's a well-known physicist and has written lots of books and knows a lot about everything in that world. And but it was a fun chat. We're just talking about physics and some of his stuff he likes about Star Trek and what got him inspired and everything like that. And definitely it was a blast. And then I caught a little bit of our pre-recorded WTF that was fun too. So.
Oh, by the way, Scott Jensen knows exactly how to get shouted out. Every single damn Ryan joke. No, but here's a good one. Robert Kaiser out in Germany, by the way, thanks for staying up. It's 12:30 in the morning for him on a Tuesday. Tracy Lee is a Cardassian. Tim Russ Band live show that Scott, by the way, got to see in person. And number 3 is the Odd Conversations. Actually, Scott, tell everybody about the Tim Russ show if they missed it, because a lot of us watched it virtually, but you just hopped on over to his place and watched it in person, right?
I did, and that to me was the highlight. For me because it was like actually getting to meet people in real life, and
it was like that.
yeah. It was outside of the virtual thing, so that was pretty cool for me, and obviously it wasn't accessible for everyone. But it's cool to see Tim. Tim and I are friends, and I go see him perform quite a bit, and so it's always fun to watch him play. But he was just playing out in his front yard, and there was maybe 10 of us that had come by to see him, but then like his neighbors, like there was a guy jogging and he just stopped and just kind of like hung out there for a couple songs and watched. So yeah, it was a beautiful afternoon out there in the sun. Him just rocking out, playing in the sun outside. It was a blast. Had a really good time.
He was Tuvaking out.
Yeah, Tuvaking out. Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
And he was excited to be a part of it and everything like that, So and we had talked. We were talking in the pregame here about Tim was really into astronomy, and so probably on the next Virtual TrekCon 3 maybe we'll have Tim and some other people on to talk about astronomy and stuff like that. Should be fun.
Everybody at home, do you want to see an astronomy panel with Tuvok and Jerry Ryan as 7 of 9? We'll get her astrometrics lab behind her, and we'll go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Cirroc, do you want to? We're getting a lot of fun answers. Do you want to answer the questions, Cirroc? I don't know if I can even remember the questions anymore. The funniest moment and the best quote.
Yeah, no, I'm still getting over you saying something about Jerry Ryan's ass symmetrics.
Is this thing on?
Like hello? Hello?
Jerry. That sounded like.
There you go. There you go. Nice ass. No, this was a lot of fun. I think the thing that I enjoyed the diversity panel a lot. I thought that was really fun to get together with everyone and talk about the kind of issue that's critical to us and doesn't really get enough airtime. The funniest thing for me was anything JG and O'Reilly do is just, I don't know if you caught that segment, but it was pretty much laughs all the way for me. It's hard to make a straight face with those guys.
A lot of people are naming them, yeah.
And favorite quote, that would be, I don't know, I think Ira gave me my favorite quote, and that was when he was talking about casting Cisco and talking about phone calls that he had got not to hire him. So I thought that was kind of the interesting quote for me because it gave me a little bit more perspective about the decision-making process and what they were weighing.
You know, we're actually surprisingly getting a lot of love for the Promenade. Homer Frizzell. I don't mean surprisingly, but I hadn't considered that. David Gregory says the Promenade was a great feature. Katie Carr says, also had a wonderful time at the Promenade. Haven't had so much fun in a long time. You guys brought me so much joy. That was something we hoped could kind of make it feel a little bit more like a convention.
We should also give credit where it's due again to Homer for coming up with the name. Great idea.
Right. Homer gave it a name.
Woohoo!
Gave it an identity, really.
Yeah.
We got Thomas Supernaut in the chat here. He says thanks for having me back.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't see him.
He's there.
I'm scrolling. Well, I'll just take your word for it. Oh, there he is. Thomas Supernaut says, thank you again for having me back. We really hope to have him again, too, by the way, because he was unbelievable. Tracy's in here, too. Tracy Coco. Shout out to Tracy Coco and Thomas for a lot of people are naming that as their highlight. A lot of people are naming the diversity panel. What's up, Scott?
I was to say that was such a fun video to shoot. I'm glad everybody got to watch it and enjoy it, and hearing their fun stories from behind the scenes and all the years they spent on the show.
Yeah, shout out to Scott Baker for being one-stop shopping with that, because he drove over there, set up the cameras and mics, shot the whole thing, edited the whole thing, and then I guess that's it. Sent it to us
and put it up on the website.
Put it up on the website. Finlay Gal says, really admire the intelligent and thoughtful questions from Ryan and Cirroc throughout. That's mostly Cirroc, but thank you. Jamal says, next time I want Cirroc in the makeup chair turned into a Nausicaan.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That'll
I actually
awesome.
enjoy it. If we can do it by October 31st, I can get it in for my Halloween.
Also, Mohamed, Noor, and Anne-Marie Seagull will be joining us shortly. They will be here. Mohamed Noor was the Promenade coordinator. He was kind of our Odo/Quark throughout this whole thing. And Anne-Marie Seagull helped a lot with the events and planning those and all that correspondence. What is that on Deep Space Nine?
Was she the Nah?
Well, helping with like planning events and correspondence. That's kind of Quarkish too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Lita.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so they'll be here shortly in about 20 minutes. Anyway, so Scott, do you want to answer those 3 questions? I know.
Well, the highlight, as I said, I think for me was going over to see Tim Russ's band. That was fun. What were the other questions? Funniest moments?
Yeah.
Probably when we did the opening ceremony thing, and I started doing the little sound portion. Watching everybody's reaction to that. That was pretty fun. I'm still getting a kick out of that. So
yeah.
And quote, I don't know. I can't think of any quotes.
That's okay.
Yeah.
At least we got to hear you say mushroom drive.
And, yeah.
Yvette says the diversity panel had all the best quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Just a sound effect. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, very quickly,
Getting
Michael Kenyon Rosenberg cannot join us because he is working, but he may pop up in the chat, or he might pop up for a second here. But I do want to give a big shout out to him there for helping to run the Falling Tower side of things. He definitely handled just about everything with regards to that. Makes our job a lot easier. But also, he currently is diabetic and he suffers from a lot of kidney issues. He is taking peritoneal dialysis, which some of you may know was exactly what Aaron Eisenberg, the late, great, our brother Aaron Eisenberg, was taking. So Michael's been doing that for many years now. And he's been on the kidney donor list for at least 5 years now. So we're really hoping that sometime soon he can get a kidney donor so he doesn't have to deal with that crap anymore. So once this video's over, we're going to have a few minutes between now and the next video, which will be our review, our 7th rule review. Full episode is going to be a great one. The die is cast. But we're going to have a few minutes in between there. In the description box below, you're going to see a link to Michael Kenyon Rosenberg's music video. He wrote a funny music video and performed it all by himself about peritoneal dialysis, because I guess he can make anything funny, I guess, because he's a comedian. So please check that out. And if there's any way you can help Michael or spread the word, pass that music video along, because he's too shy to say it himself. But I think it's pretty cool that he can make a comedic music video out of that.
And if you have an extra kidney,
right?
Yeah. See if you're a donor, live donor. It's the way to go. And most people have 2, so you know.
I just like Michael Kenyon Rosenberg as a name.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Oh, he actually is in the comments right now. I feel great, thanks. Dialysis looks good at me. I'm not sure if that was a typo or if he's being silly. Anyway, so yeah, Michael's working, but he is keeping an eye on us. So, there he is as well.
That's neat.
5
Crazy.
years.
Yeah, I'm sure it's different from when Aaron did peritoneal dialysis, because Aaron did it in his teenage years.
Right. Michael also says,
Hi.
Anyway, so we are going to give like a ton of shout outs to all the cool people that did all the cool things. There was the Radical Discovery panel. The Diversity panel was obviously a big hit. I still currently have a hangover from Saturday's Klingon High Council.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cirroc, how did you feel about the Klingon High Council?
I thought it was. I tried to describe it to somebody, and they said, "Well, tell me."
Yeah, it doesn't work.
And then I started talking about Muppets and Third Reich uniforms, and it got a little bit. It's just you just really can't explain it. You have to see it for yourself.
Yeah, I tried to, and it's just kind of like, here, watch this, because nothing you say is really gonna like. How can you describe it? It was bedlam. They're like, okay, I can see that bedlam. Well, no, but I mean, it was also kind of like other stuff. And they're like, okay, I understand what other stuff means. Well, no, it's more than that.
It was entertaining. Okay. That was it. It was definitely entertaining.
All right. Melissa, did you have a favorite panel that you were a part of?
A favorite panel that I was a part of? The makeup one was really fun.
With Rico and
Tracy. Yeah, that was fun. Tracy has energy for all of us.
We need to have a panel with Rico, Tracy, and the 2 Klingons.
Oh my gosh.
And then just say, round 1, fight, fight.
Of course, the DS9 panel is always great to see the family. But I have to say, a highlight for me was the promenade. It was so wonderful to be able to get to talk to people and all the people who came by to say hello. We had lots of conversation and went overtime often. So the funniest was Bob's puppet and then JG's puppet.
That's first place and second place?
Well, no particular order. They're both pretty funny. And quote, I don't remember quotes, so I'm just going to say nugget, because nuggets came up a lot during this convention. So go Nuggets.
Denver. Yeah, they almost beat the Lakers, but
the
Lakers prevailed.
I was thinking vegetarian chicken nuggets. So.
A different kind of nugget.
A different kind of nugget.
Also, Sabrina Wood of the Sci-Fi Sisters, who are hosting the after party. Check it out on the website, guys. If you want to go to the virtual TrekCon after party, that is the very last thing. So after this, we have our review, the 7th Rules full review of the Dias Cast, which is the 2nd episode of that awesome 2-parter. And then after that, we've got the promenade. And then the convention is over, and you go to the after party, hosted by the Sci-Fi Sisters. She says, Sabrina Wood says, Cirroc is an incredible moderator.
I think he's frozen.
Like, let's just marinate in that.
I always freeze up when I get compliments. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
The fan stopped spinning and
yeah.
So also before Mohamed and Anne-Marie come on in 10 minutes, a couple quick things. Number one is the 7th rule is about to finish the 3rd season, you guys. So please check us out, because we all know, don't tell Cirroc, but this is when it really gets good. This is when it really right. I mean, this is it. We're coming up on the final episode of season 3. It starts to get really, really good. So if you haven't gotten on the bandwagon, please get on the bandwagon. Tell your friends. We're reviewing every single episode of Deep Space Nine, started by Mr. Aaron Eisenberg back at the very end of 2018. There he is on Melissa's shirt. And we started our very first episode last year in January. So shout out there. Please check it out. Please consider becoming a patron, even for just $1. It's fine. You become a patron and you're part of the team. The other big shout out is the other channel that's putting this on is Falling Tower with Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, myself, and a lot of guests. And our next one coming up, our next episode is, I'm supposed to remember this, Tales from the Loop. So if you guys have seen Tales from the Loop on Amazon, or if you haven't, you have 1 week to do so, because you just saw this week's episode right before this. Next episode's Tales from the Loop. We watch the first episode of a series and we review it, and then we move on to the next. Or as Mike likes to say, oh, he's not here to say it. Oh, well.
Ow!
He says, don't forget to watch the first of things, but it's only funny when he says it. Anyway, those are the shout-outs. Do you have any shout-outs, Scott?
Oh, yeah. I can't think. You caught me off guard there. I wasn't ready for shout-outs.
Ow!
Then another shout-out to Aaron Eisenberg and the Werewolves of London. Ow!
Yeah. Ow! Yes.
Cirroc, would you like to throw out some shout-outs?
Yeah, I mean, I always shout out the guys that have, supported us and brought us here, help make us be here, and that's the Homer Frizzels, the Rex Woods, the Tim Baums. I'm gonna leave out some names, but Victor Arukin, Daphne. I have to see her name to pronounce it. Last name.
Gurumpatse.
The Gurumpatse, yes. Yvette. Everybody really that's been, instrumental in helping us get to this point and supported us up to this point. And
Bill Erickson. I'll finish that
Bill
list for you
Erickson.
because I put it in front of me. Carmen Shamwell, PJ Thomas, TJ Jackson Bay out in Missouri, Bill Victor Arukin, Yvette Blackman, Dennis Koch. We still haven't found out if it's Dennis Koch or Dennis Koch. Dennis, let us know, please. Out in Canada, Commander Homer Frizzell, Eve England out in Wales, Anne-Marie Seagull, MD, Titus Muller, Tim Baum, Dr. Mohamed Noor, Dr. Susan V. Gruner, and Rex A. Wood. Please continue.
Yes. And everybody at the USS Eisenberg has been also supporting us. So, yeah. Woo. So, yeah. And obviously to you, Scotty and Melissa, Ryan, thank you guys.
Yeah, so I'd say shout out to Ryan for making this whole thing happen. I know he's the major steam in the engine that keeps all this going, and to the fans out there, everybody who's been watching and commenting along and sharing and liking the videos. I mean, obviously we wouldn't be doing this if there weren't, thousands of Star Trek fans out there who love the conventions and miss what we're missing this year. It's been a blast. So yeah, thanks for everybody for watching along and participating, because it would be so much fun if it was just us up here talking and no one commenting back.
It might be more fun though, because then we wouldn't have to watch what we say as much.
Sure.
Right? We could just say whatever the hell we want. We could be like, "Do you hear what that dude said to that girl?" And then we could gossip. Okay, I'm alone in that. Fine. Moving on. Tracy Coco said, shout out to Scott Baker. Yay. It was funny when you said steamy, though, because that's what Melissa calls StreamYard. She calls it SteamYard.
It's steamy, okay?
We'll never let her forget that.
Steamy.
Steamy
it does get me steamy when it cuts off on me.
Steam. Got it. Okay.
The other kind of steam.
Shout out to Jenny R. Johnson, who is an incredible paintress out in Nova Scotia. She was one of the big surprises, big highlights for me, because she tweeted out a video of her drawing Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Super. Oh, here he is, by the way. Never forget number one. Oh, look, he's command. He's command red, and then you can't tell, but it's actually the green one from Tapestry. Shout out to Casey Shafsky. But anyway, she paints. She painted Captain Picard. Check her out. Follow her, Jenny R. Johnson, at Jenny R. Johnson on Twitter. You can check out all of her awesome paintings. Really, really, really cool. Super friendly lady. She was so excited to meet more Star Trek fans, and I don't know if she's going to be in the Promenade this last day, but if she is, jump in there.
Jump on in.
Everybody's so quiet.
Reading.
We're just reading all this stuff. Here we go. Paintress.
Paintress. Paintress.
Yeah. Melissa, did you have anything special that happened to you in the promenade, or was it just one big wave of fun?
There was a lot of special in the promenade. A lot of people who came and said hello. Like, it was nice being able to put faces with the names and pictures on social media, like Katie Carr and now I'm drawing a blank. Of course.
And everybody else, you know who you are.
And everyone, yes. But it was nice to talk to them, and yeah, it's like the pop quiz when you're like, I know all of the answers, but now I forget them. So anyway.
Shout out to Heather Jordan for being everywhere and helping everyone, plus epic Discord setup. Yes, awesome job, Heather Jordan, our old Trek tech. K's on cards. That's John Tufarella out in Candor, New York. So check it out if you're in the area. Darnell Davis says, Cirroc's beard looks great. I'm jealous. He doesn't. Is he jealous because he wishes he was the beard, just hugging up on Cirroc's face?
I mean, he's got a great beard.
He does, yeah.
He's got a great beard.
Jenny R. Johnson says, you guys are never going to get rid of me now.
Oh.
Whoops. Scott, you want to handle this one from our buddy Thomas?
Tom wants to do makeup artists on all of us. Uh-oh.
Down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Down.
I choose Bajoran.
I'll be one of those guys in a bottle episode where they just have like 3 dots on their head. You know, they're like, what? You can't tell? I'm Tritarian. I'm not a human. They just have like a red dot here, and that makes them a different alien. So I'll be that guy. What about you?
Huh?
Scott, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying he should just make us all up as Borg, like all 4 of us, so we come on as like a Borg.
Yeah, but different aliens as Borg. You know what I mean? Like I would want to be like a Cardassian Borg. Cirroc could be like a Ferengi Borg.
The tallest Ferengi in history.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd like to be a Bajoran too, Katie Carr, or a Cardassian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually Taurus has me pegged. That's right. I'd love to be a Vorta. That would be awesome.
That would be
cool.
cool.
I think that would be good. That would be a good look on you.
Yeah, I could. The plastic smile, the thing
I'll be an Andorian. That'd be fun.
Andorkian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, guys, good luck. Good news. Good day. Check this out.
Da, 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 da.
Mohamed Noor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
He's like, oh wait, I was typing something.
I was just typing something in the chat.
You're like,
sorry. Hey everybody.
Still loaded. What's up, Mohamed? Can't see you, but I can hear you.
Oh, am I frozen?
No, we can see you.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. There's not much to see, Cirroc. You're not missing anything without seeing me.
It's just my internet that just goes down. I think I can already start.
Gotcha.
My lag is happening.
Oh, blast. So Mohamed,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push Cirroc out.
Mohamed was our big savior because he took on the task of being the Promenade Coordinator, and what that means is pretty much the Promenade everything guy, not just coordinator. So that was huge. That helped a ton. And would you like to tell everybody all about it?
Sure. So I think it's gone pretty well overall. I've been very happy with it. We had, I think at the end, a little over 40 vendors, so which was significantly higher than we were anticipating at first, but the response has been great. It's been wonderful getting to know the lovely people who are there on the promenade. And as several people have said earlier on, one of the great things about the promenade isn't just a chance to meet the vendors and hear about their organizations or businesses, but also just to see other people from the community, other folks. That's one of the things we miss from conventions is just getting to hang out and chat. And I saw that happening. I saw that happening at Melissa's booth. I saw it happening at many of the other booths as well. I just thought it was really nice. It was very much like it was really a piece of the con that was missing. So thank you to Ryan for letting that come into the convention.
Yeah, it was great. And you did amazing. You did amazing job.
Very
so
sweet.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you. So there's one more night of it. So 9:30 Eastern time. 6:30 Pacific. We got another hour and a half, and we have a couple of people who actually haven't been on until today. So there's going to be a couple of new faces. There's one podcast that hasn't been there before. One cosplayer hasn't been there before, and then we have a lot of returning stars too. So,
speaking of returning stars, ladies and gentlemen, what's about Cirroc? Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. What's up, Anne-Marie?
Not much. Loving the closing ceremony so far.
So everybody, Anne-Marie helped us out a ton with getting events together, like talking with the Roddenberrys, talking with Marie's Crisis, sing-along, show tunes, extravaganza, with Dan Mason's Star Trek Trivia Night, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about those, Anne-Marie?
Oh, there are a few things to say. First of all, there's the Roddenberrys concert coming up on the 29th. That I already have my ticket and my t-shirt for. And one of my favorite hashtags of the convention was vote Martok, because it's a Martok Galron showdown, but autocorrect changed it to vote Martin, like Martin. So there's been a lot of hashtagging vote Martin going on, and it seems like Martin's in the lead. But anyway, 29th, and you can go to the Roddenberry's Facebook page to get the information about tickets and different ticket packages. And then also for Marie's group, if you're interested in the sing-alongs, they have a Facebook group that you have to join called Marie's, like multiple Marie's, Maries space group. And then also Dan Mason, make sure you give him a follow for Truckie's Guide to the Galaxy. And he's really sick right now, so everybody send them him his best wishes. Everyone send him their best. Yeah, send him your paw.
Yeah, I was so worried about him when on that trivia, because he was coughing up both lungs.
And he did a panel 2 nights trivia in a row, and was still watching the con. So everybody give his page a follow, Truckie's Guide to the Galaxy, and make sure you send your paw his way.
Not your paw wraith.
But not
your paw wraith.
Do not send any paw wraith or paw wraith babies or anything. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, just everybody to not stop talking about the promenade. It's a humongous success, Mohamed. You did such an amazing job.
Katie Carr says, thank you, Mohamed, for the promenade. It was so wonderful, and I smiled all night.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's amazing.
Wouldn't be a party without the people, so credit to all the people who showed up.
That's true.
Oh wait, I also have to show you my badge, because randomly I already put some flair on it. And it says to donate your organs to
where did you go?
Transplantation.
Did you call?
What?
She's like, let me show you my badge.
Let me show you. It's like, okay, hold on.
There's a hole in front of my desk.
Okay. I have it. Okay. That's my organ donation piece of flair on my con badge. Oh my gosh.
Also, very, very, very special thanks to Delphine Ngirumpatse. She says, as usual, you gave a great show. Here's to VTC3, hashtag chat pack, hashtag Canada loves Trek, hashtag we love you back, Delphine. Really cool. Thank you so much.
Oh,
you guys, we got to get our badges.
Yeah, you do. And while you do that, I will say we have new Chat Pack shirts in the Teespring store, and they're very generously designed by JP Poole, who's an amazing regular at Chat Pack events.
My
So
badge
thank
is
you.
downstairs.
I had all day to plan this out, and I forgot to.
Gosh, you
I
guys.
have to take off my headphones.
Yeah, but where are your pieces of flair?
Melissa,
My badge is downstairs.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
wait.
just at least I jumped the barrier to get in.
there it is.
I did duck the barrier.
Yeah. We need to get better security. Apparently.
Yeah, seriously.
The barrier is to keep Mochi out.
Constable.
They're just letting anyone in.
Amazing.
So, Anne Marie, before you jump in and hook us up with some more thank yous and shout outs, Mohamed, can you tell us a bit more about the promenade? I mean, were there any surprises of people that you didn't think would pop in and they did, or were there somewhere you're like, wow, like I've already given Jenny R. Johnson like 3 shout outs, so I think everybody knows that I was most surprised by that product.
Shout out to my Cheers poster coming from her.
No way.
It's of Norman Cliff at the bar.
Oh,
And we're going to put it by the pool
table.
table at my parents' house. Really excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know about a surprise. I mean, it's just a great diversity of people. And we have authors. We have Armin, I mean, who's also an author as well. We have cosplayers, crafters. Yeah, Chase was there with Pop Culture Hero. A lot of great organizations. We had Gaze in Space and Lambda Quadrant and Trek the Vote, the Captain Janeway Bloomington Collective, which, as you guys know, is launching that new statue and a ceremony next week. So, and of course, many really talented, as I said, crafters and artists, including our own Melissa right here too, and Jenny Johnson who just popped
maker
up.
of my bracelet.
Yeah. I'm not sure about specific surprises, though. I mean, since it was great, it was just nice seeing everybody chat. I was very worried we were going to have like rampant Zoom bombing because we just have these Zoom links there on the internet, and we had a couple of instances, but it wasn't rampant. So that was reassuring. But I think people were smart, and they had like waiting rooms that were letting people in carefully. So I think the security helped there as well. So, and we have like an email list too. If somebody alerts that there's a problem, I email everybody saying, "Don't let person X in." So,
Oh, awkward. Is that why I couldn't get in?
Oh
no.
Number one Trek fan says I've got my badge on too. Anybody else have your badges on, by the way?
Make sure you tweet them.
And Cirroc did have to go. He only had a little bit of time, so he used that moment to sneak out. But he says, be sure, please give my who cares?
Yeah, he's
No, I'm just kidding. He says, please give my love and gratitude to everyone. 3 exclamation points. That's how
That's
much
a record, right?
Right. That means he really means it. Yeah.
We're going to work up to 7.
I was waiting for the 7.
Yeah.
And for the badges, all that stuff is on the website under free goodies. You can download the image to print out your own badge. You can even get the badges from VTC1 collector's items now. So
oh yeah, that's a good question that just popped up right there. All the websites are there. If you go to the Promenade link, if you just click on the name of the artist or organization, craft or whatever, it takes you directly either to their website or to their Etsy store for those who have Etsy stores, or possibly to their social media if that's what they asked for. But you can find any of our vendors from there. So just go to any of the days in the calendar listing, go to the Promenade, and then just click on the name of the vendor you're interested in. So you can find Jenny R. Johnson that way easily.
Thanks for asking that, Kathy D. And Mohamed, how do you know that all those websites are up there?
Since I pasted them all in there.
Since Mohamed spent hours putting every single piece of information there, you guys.
Amazing.
Hey, Scott, 3 cheers for Mr. Mohamed Noor, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Oh,
Yeah. Great. I got to push buttons again.
thank you.
Push those buttons.
There we go. But the other part of that is the reason Scott Baker knows that those badges are up on the website for free to download and print out as your free souvenirs, because not only did he design the badges, he's also the one that put them up on the website that he designed himself. So thank you for that.
Yeah. So and we're gonna leave all the stuff on there like we did with the first round. So any of the videos, if you missed anything from the thing, everything's gonna be up there to watch later. If you want to see stuff from VTC1, it's in there. There's a tab called VTC Archive, and so if the stars align and for some reason we decide to do VTC3, then all the stuff from VTC2 will be archived in there as well. So keep that as a running thing that's there, you know.
Right. So keep checking out virtualtrekcon.com because, as Scott said, everything will be archived, all of the links, that is. So you can just go. If one day you've got a free 3 days off and it's a rainy or snowy day and you're like, what am I going to do? You could literally relive Virtual TrekCon just by going through the schedule and just clicking it. And then each video links to the next one, to the next one. You could just do your own marathon. You can turn the chat back on. So you're watching the live chat as it goes. And so you could relive it, or you could live it for the first time that way. But that is up forever on YouTube and on virtualtrekcon.com. You can download the badges, print it out, and then it's like a real souvenir thing. And we'll put up the schedule there as well, like a printable schedule. So it's as if you had your actual schedule with pictures and designs. And oh boy, is it ever fun.
And all of it's free. It's amazing.
Oh, I forgot to mention Geek Life Rules and the Cosplay Cabaret on Friday night was also incredibly, incredibly fun. Lawrence is amazing. Perfect timing, Lawrence.
Right on.
And now I'm like so impressed with the timing that I'm like, wait, which was the other one I was going to say? Oh yeah, Lambda Quadrant's game was hilarious. And I'm pretty sure my app still hurt from all of their crazy props that they were showing us. I'm pretty sure I only won 1 point. But shout out to everybody who got way more points than I did. And then I do have to say,
right.
Melissa was getting some extra bonus points for humor and saying Daleks. So, okay, I do have one amazing quote that maybe has won, which was during the makeup panel, and it was from Jamal Taylor, and he said, "This is kind of like sci-fi Bob Ross." Quote, then he said, quote, "Gonna do some happy little skills over here." ...
Yes. Scott, if Tom is not listening, make sure he knows he is now the sci-fi Bob Ross.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I think I may have put it in my comment, and he's one of the amazing superstars who's going on YouTube and answering all of our comments. So you never know who will pop up if you actually comment on all the videos.
Kimber Spore says, this con has helped my mental health so much. Thank you all. That's a shout out to Larry Nemechek as well. And life support. Mohamed, you were going to say something?
Yeah, actually, I neglected, and I apologize for not doing this earlier. I should have also acknowledged and thanked Heather Jordan and Katie Nicolau because they were absolutely instrumental in making sure that all the vendor booths were up and running within the first 20 to 30 minutes of every single day. And they were great at checking and helping troubleshoot people who were having problems. So I apologize I should have immediately acknowledged them. I apologize for doing so late. So
we mentioned them earlier, so it's okay. We'll mention them again later too. Oh wait. But yeah, we also heard a lot of nice things about them from the vendors. So we do appreciate and welcome all criticisms, constructive, friendly, good or bad. Just go ahead and send us an email to vtcsubmissions@gmail.com. Let us know. A lot of people were like, hey, Katie and Heather were awesome. Thanks so much. If you guys want to say that we suck, be like, oh, Ryan, why when he popped in, I was so pissed or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
got a lot of those.
Yeah, really?
At Chat Pack After Dark, anything goes. That was the night shift name.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
Everybody loved you, and when you came, the crowd went wild.
Whoa!
I had to close my blinds. But please, we welcome any thoughts anybody has, good or bad. If you had any issues, let us know so we can fix them if there's a next time. If there's something that you want to tell us that we did a great job for, let us know and we can pass it along to whomever it is that deserves that kudos. Oh, if you want to tell us what a great job we did monetarily, then feel free to go to the what is it? The support tab at virtualtrekcon.com. So go to virtualtrekcon.com, click support, and there are two ways you can support. Number one is you can become a patron of the Seventh Rule. It's totally free.
It starts at just $1 a month.
Yeah, it's like $1.
It's almost free.
Or you could just send us a few dollars to our PayPal. Just say thank you. You know, it's the thought that counts, even if you can only throw $1 our way with a little note that says, hey, thanks for making these last 5 days fun. Or, hey, next time get rid of Ryan. Or, hey, more Melissa, or whatever, you know.
Yay!
And also, some of the podcasts who had booths also were really amazing, like Women at Warp and Daily Star Trek News. In Daily Star Trek News, we really, really appreciate the articles that you guys were writing about Virtual TrekCon ahead of time. So helpful. Yeah, we love Allison Pitt. I'm a Patreon of them too. They're so great.
They're great. Well worth it.
Yes, great news source.
Okay, maybe it's not free. All right,
Maybe it's not
Henry, you're great at remembering all the people to thank. So
I think I've hit a lot of them so far, but also Talking Trek from Italy. And they were one of my other favorite parts is they were showing us a documentary that's about to be released, and it's called Trek It, like Trek IT, like Italy's abbreviation. Kind of amazing, and the documentary looks really good, so we're looking forward to that. But Talking Trek was wonderful, and it was really cool even without universal translators. And also Geeks Who Like Sports. If you missed that panel, make sure you go back and watch it, because I even liked it, and I cannot stand sports. And it's just really, really, really fun. And they're going to be on the Promenade also tonight, and they're a really fun time. And then who else? I guess I know I'm forgetting some people. Sorry. There's just so much. And Women at Warp, I really, really enjoyed hanging out with them. They're always so hilarious, and I loved their panel about female friendships. So make sure you check them out. Also, they just spoke with Tony and her other writing partner about, did a deep dive into some of their episode pitches. So that really went well along with the panel that we did on.
Real quick, Mohamed, I know you want to say something. John Tufarella mentions Trekkie Feud was insanity. Yeah. That was a lot of fun, super produced, super fun. Everybody in the comments, now's your chance. Give out all of the shout outs you want to do. We'll try to hit them all up. Mohamed, or Anne-Marie, did you have one last thing you wanted to?
Yes. Does anybody know anything more about this Spanish convention that introduced Bob and JG to puppets and Punch and Judy puppet shows? Because that must have been insane, and I want to know everything about that con. The puppets were insane.
I don't think so.
I think they were.
What about you, Mohamed? Thank you, Sarah Gold, by the way. Women at Warp had a great time meeting y'all. Thank y'all for visiting with us. You guys were great. We really loved you, really appreciated you, really enjoyed all of your tweets and all of your fun work. Thank you so much. Sorry, Mohamed, please continue.
No apology. I was going to also just shout out, you may have already done this earlier, I apologize if so, but Starfleet Command had a great brunch thing yesterday. It was really fun to just kind of hang out and see a big group of people. The Sci-Fi Sisters were there, which I love them too.
Amazing.
They're also on the Promenade. But yeah, it's just another great group. Rex A. Wood helping organize a lot of that, and John Tufarella too.
And Sci-Fi Sisters have the post-con convention party.
That's right. That's right. Tonight.
They host a really good party.
That they do.
They did the last one, and I had tons of fun at it. They're just lovely.
Maybe I'll crack open my Romulan whiskey finally.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The lower decks.
Wear your shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my lower deck shirt. Maybe. I mean, I'm a little late. But I think it's time.
It's pretty good. I made the drink following the instructions as they had it in there, and it was pretty tasty. So
did it turn your tongue blue? That's my question.
Oh, I didn't look.
Ryan can tell us later. If you crack open your bottle.
Scotty's tongue.
I thought you were like, Ryan will let us know what color your tongue was later. I don't know where we're going with any of this. P. Bowles Poha says, thank you each and every person who participated in any way because you all made it happen. Thank you very much. Ferengi rule of acquisition number 208. Sometimes the only thing more dangerous than a question is an answer.
That's some good knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Koch says, kudos to Mohamed for such a great setup. What was your inspiration behind the setup? I know you and I like to be super organized with things, but did you have a specific thing in mind where you're like, okay, I want it to look like this because.
Sure. So some of it was based on Science Division, who's also been at this convention in the Promenade. They had they had a connected community con back in June. So some of the layout for things was based on what they did. The other thing is, which I mean, Ryan and I talked a lot about, was basically just having more categories. So it's easier to see, like, I want to see the crafters, I want to see the podcast, things like that. So having a little bit more of that. And then just in the implementation, it was just fun working with everybody, figuring out a way to check everything as fast as possible and make sure everybody's going.
Lots of love for brunch.
You know, a lot of the
Brunch,
crafters
brunch.
have like specials
Brunch.
going on now too. So make sure you visit their websites because for while virtual tech's still going on, you can get like 10% discounts or free shipping, which I think from Jenny, I got free shipping from Canada, and I got free shipping on my ugly bag of mostly water tote bag.
That was so cool.
And I saw an
love
amazing t-shirt that I just have to specifically call out. It's a Vahura. It's at the shops at Riza, and it says new hailing frequency, who dis? Like pretty impressed with that one. So I might have to do some shopping there too.
Also recommend the Just a Simple Tailor shirt.
Oh yes. And the Great River will provide.
Yep.
Yeah, a ton of good ones. Adopt a Tribble. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. And we love Science Division.
Was a new one I saw last night as well.
Some great Corgon stickers if you're in the market.
There, yes. Adopt a Tribble. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Corgon stickers.
Yeah, in multiple colors and patterns.
So does that mean you just walk up to somebody in a bar and just like put it on their back and you're like,
I have to say that I have a Horgon keychain thanks to Lambda Quadrant, but I don't use it every day because I'm not always looking for Jamaharon. Although I live in Hell's Kitchen, it's a pretty gay neighborhood, so I don't think I'm at risk.
Special thanks to John Tufarella at Kazon Cards and Games. Thank you very much for the super sticker, John, and also for earlier reminding us about the great work that Heather Jordan did with the Discord, which is better than that cord over this cord.
Who did?
Hailing free.
I feel like I'm on Roseanne. I'm Becky number 3.
And Rex A. Wood also at Starfleet, and John at the USS Aaron Eisenberg. Wanted to make sure to get those out as well.
Woo! Oh yes, and Yvette and Bill Erickson for really laying down the law with how many likes we're getting on all the videos. They did a great job. My new favorite thing is when they say leave your likes at the door. Like,
ooh, that's a good one.
Cool.
Who says that?
I think Yvette started it, I want to say.
Sounds like an Yvette thing.
Yes.
It does sound like Yvette.
Yeah.
I like that Yvette would just be like, hey,
yeah,
like this video. Everyone's like, okay.
Do not
like
the vet.
Uh-oh. Scott, Gregory has a shout out for you, Scott.
Uh-oh. I think that's a shout out for you and your jokes.
I think that was aimed at you, Scott. Very obviously.
Yeah.
Homer Frizzell out in Manhattan.
Yeah, Upper Manhattan in Walter's old house, right?
He says, thank you, Scott Baker. He deserved that one.
Oh, you know what was funny? At Marie's Crisis show tune sing-along, they actually, when they saw Homer's name, they were like, Homer Frizzell, now that's a name, and that's a shout out to like episode like 1 or 2 of 7th Rule when you guys said the exact same thing when you met Homer. It was adorable.
Said it sounds like a baseball player, like an old school baseball player. Like, do you see how many taters Homer Frizzell hit this year?
And then Cirroc was like, someone who has a cool name to someone who has a cool name.
Yeah, right. You're right. Good memory. Heather Jordan says, also, Katie was amazing. Meteorologist Katie Nicolau. I almost called her Nicolau Katie. But she was awesome.
It's her Bajoran name.
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge. She was awesome. She was great. She came in with a smiling face to check in on everybody. She and Heather would let us know if there were issues, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to mention that all the videos from both VTCs will be on YouTube forever. we mostly covered that. It's going to be on the website. All the links are going to be up forever. All of the videos will be up forever. You don't have to go through the Virtual TrekCon website to watch these videos. You could just go to youtube.com/Falling Tower or youtube.com/The Seventh Rule. But there were some videos that were not on those two channels, like Scott's Physics one today, Trekkie Feud, Talking Trek, Geeks Who Like Sports, by the way, that was a kind of a runaway
smash hit.
Yeah, for me, because I got a
run
review, and I was like, I really like these guys.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they did this thing where they showed like 10 logos of sports teams at the end, and they're all like named after different aliens, and we got to vote on them. It was amazing.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing.
I learned a lot.
Very special thanks to Lawrence Niels. He says, so much love went along with the work all of you organizers put into VTC and VTC2, and it shows in every panel and event. There will be songs sung of your greatness and glory. I promise. Kapla.
Probably an opera.
Kapla.
Oh, Thomas Surprenant. Scott, you want to handle this one? This is an important one.
Oh, yeah, yes. So see, Tom says shout out to Krylon Makeup, FX Warehouse, RCMA, Kiss Lashes, PPI Premier Products. So, you know, those makeups that we do over with Tom, all that makeup supply stuff costs money. And since Tom has a great relationship with a lot of companies, they like donate these makeup to him for things like these makeup demos that we do. So if you're in the market or whatnot for kind of, you know, those kind of makeups, whether it's Halloween or doing your own special effects kind of stuff, definitely look into these companies. They're great companies. And I know Tom is a real professional and cares about the quality of the makeup. It's like stuff that you're putting on your face, you know, it's not just, you know, it's not like a paint where you're putting on a canvas. It's, you know, it affects the health of the person that you're putting it on. And there's, you know, ethical concerns about how makeup's made. Tom's a vegan and he cares about whether stuff is, you know, tested on animals and everything like that. So
nice.
I know he cares about all this. So definitely shout out to all these companies for what they do and for indirectly being a sponsor of Virtual TrekCon by, you know, let us do these tutorials.
Tracy's lashes looked amazing. I already bought a pair from Kiss Lashes. Nice. They look so good.
All of those links will be in the description box of the makeup video. So please just click on the description box and you can go check out those links and support those awesome companies that do not test on animals, which make us very happy. Homer Frizzell confirms Walter Koenig's old building.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Okay, here's a question. At the seventh rule, is this the last VTC con of the year?
Define year.
That's really cool. They've got the Virtual TrekCon logo from the first one as their avatar. That's really cool.
Oh, it was the badge.
Yeah, it's the attendee
badge. Probably the last one of the year.
Oh, but I want winter colors.
I mean, but they're only two. Well, winter goes on until late March. So, you know,
not in LA. It'll be summer again at the end of February.
Yeah. Which is
Well, we really don't have a winter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do have a Santa Martok already lined up.
Yeah. David Gregory says, good shout out to the cosplay makeup. Really on point. Glenn Iverson says, can you read this one? Melissa, my throat's a little tickly.
I was worried that nothing could ever top VTC1, but somehow this amazing team made VTC2 even better. Thanks to all of you, and love the entire chat pack. # and chat fam. //
And you know the chat pack fam doesn't stop here. It's three times a week. Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays.
Thursdays.
Very true.
Chat pack don't stop.
Well,
Thursday,
Falling
right?
Towers Wednesday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but he's right. There is the 4th day. There's Thursday as well.
Oh, yeah, with Discovery episodes.
Right.
Starting
Oh
this
yeah,
week.
that's right. Discovery started. Oh my gosh, what a blur.
That's okay.
Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Happy
It's
days.
Sunday morning, and the rest are nights.
Mhm.
So
Or
check
at
those
noon
out.
Eastern time. Yeah.
That's morning.
Hanukkah.
That's morning. Anybody else want to give any shout outs, either the 4 of you or in the comments? Give us your shout outs. We've got about 10 minutes left of this, and then we're switching over to the final video.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
A very Trekmas con. And Thomas Serpenant says,
I love him.
Lol.
Oh my gosh, a New Year's Eve extravaganza. I like the sound of that.
Ooh. My birthday's actually New Year's Day, so it'll be a birthday party.
Is it
when New Year
really?
crosses over, yeah.
wow.
And mine is the 3rd.
Oh, wow. Hey, we're birthday
Yeah.
buddies.
And
Birthday
Aaron
buddies.
Eisenberg's was the 6th.
Yes.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
And the 7th rules is the 14th. So
Oh.
the first half of January is definitely birthday time.
Crazy.
Actually, Scott just had a birthday, didn't you, Scott?
I did on the 9th of this month. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy.
Oh my gosh. This is like Bashir's dream. Bashir's nightmare.
And Heather Jordan. Wait, where'd she go? Aaron was a 6 as well, same as my dad, he says. And Heather
Ah.
Jordan says, my birthday's 1 day after Aaron's. So
Yes.
What was going on in March?
Capricorn,
You mean
It's
April?
cold.
Oh, okay.
Capricorns of the world unite.
Corn.
Woo.
Michelle says, birthday con.
Birthday con.
Early January's birthday con.
Yeah.
All right. This is one of those things that are fun to read the wrong way, right? You could say I'm tearing up, or maybe she's saying I'm tearing up. Who knows? Who knows?
Hard to say.
Yeah. All right.
What is she tearing up? Yeah. She's tearing up her VTC Con 2 badge. I've had it. I'm done with these guys.
This didn't get me into anything.
I'm sorry.
Glenn says, shout out to the 7th rule and Falling Towers for VTC. What about you guys? Do you guys have any Melissa, Scott, Anne Marie, or Mohamed, any specific shout outs you want to do before we go?
Just major shout out to you guys.
That's
and
exactly what I was
Cirroc.
about to say. We need to thank Ryan, Cirroc, all
Yeah,
you guys.
because
man.
like I did the least amount of work out of everybody.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, so thanks for having me.
But you guys, you guys are the ones who brought us all together, right? I mean, we wouldn't even know each other if it wasn't for you guys and Aaron, and it's
And organ donation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just-
and to all the guests that came on, all the actors and the writers and everybody that because nobody was paid to come on, and usually the conventions, they're getting something financial out of it, and everybody just came on to donate their time and to be part
For
of
you
the event.
guys.
That was pretty awesome, because obviously they didn't have to, but they did.
They did
Right.
indeed.
Yeah.
Kind of sound like Mark Zicree for a second there, Scott. What were you saying, Melissa?
Space Command.
I was gonna say thanks to Cirroc, of course, but major shout out to you, Ryan, because you did
thank
put
you.
this all together, and I have to say thanks to you and Cirroc for continuing what Aaron started, and I
Yes.
know that he really wanted the 7th Rule community to grow and become a big family, and I feel like his vision is coming to fruition. So he would love this. So thank you.
Because of him and for him.
Mhm.
But that is something that we always talk about, is in every single episode, whether we're saying, oh, Aaron would have loved this, or oh man, Aaron would have made fun of me for that dumb joke, or when we're not recording, we say, like, what would Aaron have liked? Aaron would have been so happy about this. God, I wish Aaron would have seen this. Or it's like he truly is the third person with us still, because he was so clear in his intention and his wishes, and so clear in his communication that we know what he wanted. He made it clear. So it's very easy. We hear his voice. We hear his voice saying, "Don't forget to." Okay, we remember. We'll do it. We'll do it. Or like he's still very present. So thanks for that, Melissa. And it's really cool having you with us all the time, bringing more of Aaron and bringing some of yourself in, because you are also yourself an amazing person, not just a representative of Aaron.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Thanks so much. There's no place I'd rather be, and it's a comfort to be here as well.
So before we go, let's give a few more shout outs. Mr. Mike McMahon, that was awesome. The Lower Decks EP, also
great.
Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites, really cool, very insightful interview. The Roddenberries were great. Lambda Quadrant Game Night was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going through the list here, so you guys chime in if you want. Beyond Trek was fantastic. They brought me on as a special guest to talk about Discovery. They had a really fun.
You mean Lower Decks? Yeah.
Sorry, Lower Decks.
and they were really fun in the live chats.
Right. And Richard Arnold was great. This
Amazing.
was kind of a new person we didn't know too much about. Really, really cool. Now a lot of people are like, I want to be the Richard Arnold of current Trek. The Space Command panel with Mark Zicree, Robert Picardo, Michael Harney was amazing. The diversity panel, everybody's raving about. They're loving it.
I said it to non-Star Trek fans. It was so good.
Yeah.
They were raving about it because it was Raven Dowda's idea.
Yeah.
Dr. Pollard of Discovery. Sorry, Dr. Mohamed. Noor. Sorry about that.
That was great.
Thank you. Rico E. Anderson and Tracy Coco were amazing in the alien actors and makeup panel. The female friendships was beautiful and a brilliant idea for Women at Warp. That was probably the idea I was most excited about personally when they pitched it to us. The trivia night, Dan Mason, we covered. Amazing dude, always fun, and everybody.
Oh my gosh, those questions were so hard this time.
Oh my gosh,
Especially
so
night two.
hard.
Well, night 2, I felt like a total idiot.
What's the starbase number of blah blah blah? Like, oh my god.
But we also learned a lot. Learning moments.
Always.
Then we had our Discovery review and discussion with Melissa and Rico, which was amazing. That was a lot of fun. That was one that was like, it went by like that, right?
Yeah. I could talk more about Discovery season 3, episode 1.
I can't.
It was good. You haven't watched it?
No. Just
we also had the first of our couple British and Euro panels with Let's Talk Trek. That was Dan Mason's group.
We also have to shout out USS Riker's Beard, which I forgot earlier, who is the other half of that panel. And they do a lot of good work with like raising money for childhood cancer in European cons with their portable sets. And they have a shuttlecraft that Marina Sirtis christened.
Wow.
So they raise a lot of money that way, and they do a lot of good work. And again, major shout out to Dan Mason and all the hard work he put in.
Beautiful.
And they have a show every Sunday.
Also, Lambda Quadrant did an LGBTQ representation in Discovery season 3 panel, which was another brilliant idea. We love them. Creating a Cardassian, we've talked about quite a bit. That was freaking amazing. Jake Sisko on writing, featuring Armin Shimmerman. That was a fun new thing we're doing. Jake Sisko on writing.
Wait, I have to shout out Armin's book on his website. Sorry, there's just a discount right now until November 5th, where you get 20% off, or you can pay the full price, which I think is like $20, and you get his autograph, and he'll autograph it for you.
Guy Fawkes Day or his birthday.
Yes, exactly. So make sure you get your orders in, and he's going to be on the promenade too, I believe, tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, he will. That's awesome.
And you can go to his website.
Yeah, arminshimmerman.com. You can find it right there. Just click on shop. But it's also in the description box of the video, the 2 videos that he was in. Rod Roddenberry, thank you. Very, very special thanks to him. That's another one of those things where I never even thought we would have a chance to interview,
Amazing.
Rod Roddenberry.
That's a major highlight.
Yeah, amazing. Beautiful. Feel free to jump in, guys. I'm just going down the list. The Discovery panel was amazing with Doug Jones and David Benjamin Tomlinson, 2 of my favorite humans ever, even though they don't play humans. David is now 4 aliens in Discovery. It's amazing.
That's amazing.
The High Council Klingons was J.G. Hertzler, Robert O'Reilly. You laughed as soon as we mentioned it.
Nuts.
It was, yes.
Show tune sing along we know all about already. What are you giggling about already?
Who are you talking to?
You're
of us.
giggling, yeah.
I'm just laughing about the High Council still. And
I know.
sunglasses, which were like nuts.
Those were great.
They were cool. I was like, these are the best sunglasses ever. They were really good.
Well,
You couldn't like the eyes though.
I like JG's sunglasses.
Also, as we mentioned, Starfleet Sunday Brunch was amazing. We love those guys. Rex A. Wood, Heather Jordan, John Tuffarella, and the gang. Barclay's Protomorphosis Syndrome and the viruses of Star Trek.
So good.
That was. You want to tell us who pitched that to us? Mohamed?
Yeah, it was Dr. Audrey Lynn and Dr. Louis Duplessis.
Yes.
So,
was
Dr.
so
Lynn
good.
works at the Smithsonian, and Dr. Duplessis works at Oxford University, and they're both practicing virologists. One of them
Yes.
even works on SARS-CoV-2, the COVID-19 virus, too.
Louis. Yes. That was so good. I was watching from my bed because it was early.
Yeah,
It was early, yeah. That was like 8:30 your time, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
And
watching.
And it's on your amazing YouTube channel, BioTrekkie Explains.
Thank
Right.
you.
Love it.
Shout out to BioTrekkie Explains. You want to tell us a little bit about it, Mohamed?
Sure. So it's a channel with a bunch of, well, aside from that one, it's a channel with a bunch of short videos, like about 10 minutes long, where I just takes like one biology concept using some examples from Star Trek and just elaborate it. And I think there's about 10 or 11 other videos in there. So, fun stuff.
It's awesome. We love it.
In themed uniform.
That's right. I keep
Which I love.
swapping uniforms.
Yeah. Super fun.
We also want to thank all the people in the Star Trek pitching panel. That was brilliant. Ethan Kalk, Jack Trevino, Tony Marbury, Stephen Fratt, and Mark Zickery. That was a lot of fun. The Alien Nation to Enterprise panel with Gary Graham and Eric Pierpoint. Also special thanks to Stephanie Kay of Lambda Quadrant for bringing in her Alien Nation expertise to our moderating team. The Deep Space Nine panel with Armin Shimmerman, Alexander Siddig, otherwise known as Sid, Hannah Hate, Cirroc Lofton, we know, Melissa Longo, and Robert Hewitt-Wolf, who was in another panel right after that. That was quite a highlight. Jake Sisko on writing version 2, featuring Michael Jan Friedman, the writer, Star Trek novelist. He's written like 35 or 40 Star Trek novels. And like 77 out of 80 of a specific line of Star Trek comics.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
the Voyager episode Resistance with Joel Grey.
Right.
Which
Joel
is amazing.
Grey!
I know. It's amazing.
Yes.
We had the live show by Tim Russ yesterday, which was brilliant and
That was great.
amazing. Scott Baker got to see it live because he's cooler than us.
There were a lot of talks about the leaves there because the leaves were like perfectly social distancing. And they were never like too close together. So everyone was like enthralled in addition to the amazing music. So wonderful, wonderful hour.
Character development in Deep Space Nine with Robert Hewitt-Wolf again and Ira Stephen Bear was a ton of fun. We love those guys. Those are two of our favorite humans in the whole world because they're extremely gracious with their time and their insights. And they give us so much inside scoop information on Star Trek. We really love them. Gaze in Space gave us Trekkie Feud, which everybody says was a ton of fun. I agree.
Homer
Awesome.
won. Homer's team won.
J.G. Hertzler
Yay,
and Robert Picardo in
Homer.
that one. Special thanks to Dan Deavy for putting that together. Lots and lots and lots of work for him. Then the seventh rule, we did Facets, which was a lot of fun. And that brings us to Monday, you guys.
So
Special-
sad.
Special thanks to Adam Mallon. Special thanks to Live Support Presents. That was a great one with Larry Nemechek and Ali Matu.
And they go live every Saturday. Make sure
Right.
you check them out.
Geeks Who Like Sports. We raved about them already. The Improvised Generation was a ton of fun. I know you were watching it. Anne-Marie Seagull, tell us about it.
About what?
The Improvised Generation.
Oh, you know what? I
That
was
was a fun one.
really into the music, especially like it felt very like season 1 TNG in a very like special way. I loved that. And
Totally.
Oh yeah, I just love the whole thing.
And Talking Trek Italia, that's our other Euro group.
They were adorable.
Really excited to expand outside of North America. So we were broadcasting from 4 countries and 7 time zones.
Amazing.
Or 8. Maybe, I guess 8.
Mhm.
Physics of Star Trek was Scott Baker, the beginning of Scott Baker's run of dominance.
Yes.
With large crowds.
Scott Baker Palooza.
Then Scott Baker again in
Special
Falling
t-shirt for
Tower
that.
Presents. Watch the first Star Trek short treks. Then with Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, Melissa Longo, and myself. Then Scott Baker again in the closing ceremonies. Scott Baker,
Which I think this is the best panel of the whole convention right here. No doubt.
Yay!
Well, because there's such
we
an
get-
MVP chat pack going on.
right?
Yeah, because we get to sit here and relive all the memories. So it's like we get all the whole convention in
It's a
one
wrap up.
dose. Yeah, clip show.
Much love for Jizz. Can we start a petition to force Ira to take some credit for all the good? Yes.
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 Did you just say shout out for Jizz?
GIS.
Yeah.
GIS.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh, okay.
What? I don't under.
Not touching
Scott?
it. Not touching it.
Mohamed's like, I'm not touching that,
Well, he
Jizz.
says save that for Steam Yards.
That's too steamy even for SteamYard.
Woo!
Save that for Spice Jam.
They're just, it's gays in space. They're our buddies.
I know, but okay. So my head went elsewhere.
Okay, don't kick us off.
So we have to go in just a second here, guys. Any final words?
What's after this?
Well, I was going to say that after you give your
Oh,
final
okay,
words.
sorry. That was my final word.
I'm not touching that either.
Be safe, everybody, and be well. And thanks, and hopefully we'll be able to meet soon in the real life world of Star Trek conventions.
Yeah, I need hugs. Lots of them.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but
Yeah, medallion. I'm not touching that comment. Medallion. Scott Baker is the closer.
Oh yeah.
And make sure the promenade's going on tonight, so make sure you take a stroll.
Right.
Yeah, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific.
And
Perfect.
maybe I'll see you there.
We like to say 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern.
yeah.
What do you think, Amber? You get to pick.
I'm partial to 9/8 Central or 9:30, 8:30 Central since I'm from Wisconsin.
Jamal, are you bringing the cookies?
Okay.
Look
So
at Bill still enforcing everybody to like and subscribe to everything. I love
I think
it.
that's important too.
It's so important because everything's free. So make sure that's the best way to support everybody and catch everything they do in the future.
Mm-hmm. And when I do my next animated Star Trek fan film, it'll be on that channel. So
Oh,
yeah,
Awesome.
Outstanding.
will Ryan be playing any parts?
I hope so.
And Melissa?
I hope so as well.
I hope so too.
Maybe there's a part for you. We'll see.
Yeah. I think I heard Ryan can do an impression of me, so I'm not even needed. But I don't want to hear it.
I can do an impression of everybody. Not necessarily good. What's the doctor in front of their name, Ryan?
About the Eastern
Mohamed.
Pacific time.
Oh yeah, it's doctors against non-doctors in this one. That's right.
Oh.
Blast. Okay.
Wah, wah.
Okay, so we are going to leave now, but remember, you've got 10 minutes now. Click on the link just below this video that says, check out Michael Kenyon Rosenberg's music video. Click on that, watch his video about dialysis and his humor. He's a very catchy musician. He made the music at the beginning and end of the Falling Tower videos. He's super talented, great with, you know, he was a bandmate of mine for many years on guitar, and we would rock out like champs. And now he's doing it all on keyboard. He's amazing. He's incredible. So check that out. You got 10 minutes. And then at 5 o'clock, check out our final video, which is the 7th rule reviewing the Die is Cast. That one is going to be beautiful, awesome, and hilarious. And then the Promenade. Go in, say goodbye to everybody. Make it like a real convention. Say hello, say goodbye, tell them how much you like them, tell them how much you love them.
Take advantage of last-minute deals.
Get some good deals.
Share their stuff out to everybody. Say, dude, this guy's really great, or these ladies are awesome. And then go to the after party from the Sci-Fi Sisters. Check it out on virtualtrekcon.com.
Amazing hosts.
And you'll find the Zoom link for that. And with that, I think we're done, right?
See you on the promenade. Oh, sarcastic book and salute.
That's great, Emery.
Promenade is 90 minutes, as always, Katie Carr, so it'll be 90 minutes long. Check it out. All right.
And
Thanks.
cut me off from buying stuff because I bought too much.
See you later, guys. Thank you. And good night. Dennis Koch, we miss you.